All right. We are live, everybody. What's going on tonight, Dan?
Oh, not too much. We just got done with a rousing Batman trivia night.
Right.
That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
It was a lot of fun. We'll be starting some crypto trivia here very, very soon for everybody that wants to join in on the fun for it. We're going to be doing some crypto trivia nights. But
Yep.
we were just over on our Batman Theory channel doing some Batman trivia. So for anybody that's watching, if you haven't already and you are a Batman fan, go over to Batman Theory on YouTube and throw it a subscribe, and you can join in on all the trivia too. We give away free prizes, T-shirts, stuff like that too. So it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. And we're kind of obviously kind of like in beta still, if you will. So we're testing some stuff and things out on how to do it right. I think maybe next time we'll do multiple choice. Part of me's
Yeah.
thinking that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah, we'll test it out a little bit both ways and just kind of see what sticks, see what happens
yeah.
with it. So anybody that doesn't know as well, guys, we have rebranded. We originally started this channel under No Tie Required. It will be moving fully to Crypto Theory, which we've already switched over the Facebook account. YouTube account will be switched over immediately, basically as well. When we first started this, it was kind of meant to be something where we were not only talking crypto, but we were talking about a lot of e-commerce stuff as well. For anybody that doesn't know, I do a lot of business online through Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, Jane, all these other websites. And honestly, when we started this, like that's what we kind of assumed was going to be the most popular thing. And it was very, very evident, very apparent over the first couple months that crypto was really what you guys wanted to talk about. And hey, I'm fine with that. I love talking
Yeah.
crypto with anybody that wants to. I've been doing it a long time. And, I think that that's what's going to kind of be cool about what we're planning on doing with the channel. We're going to be, like I said, doing some trivia stuff and different things like that. Make it fun and engaging for you guys, but make it simplified. There's so many new people that are coming into the crypto space, and we need that. Like, that's a good thing that we have new people coming in. But the
Yep.
most important thing is you guys acquire as much knowledge as quickly as you can so that you can make sound decisions too on what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yep.
Jordan, what's going on?
What's up, Jordan?
I'm wondering if Derek is going to be on. Derek was on our last live stream for Batman. Wondering if he'll be on tonight because I wonder if he can give us an update on the crypto league. So Derek, if you're on there, let us know and we'll get a little update going for everybody. What's going on heading in closer to the weekend towards the finale of the crypto league. Jordan says, "What's it going to be called? Crypto Theory." So the Facebook page has already been changed. We do have the Facebook group as well. So we have a page for the actual channel, and then there's going to be a group. It's Tales from the Crypto, which is basically just a community where everybody can go in and talk all things crypto, anything that they want to talk about. If they have questions about a certain project that we haven't covered on video or anything like that, you can do anything you want. He says he made 400 on Doge yesterday. Doge was absolutely pumping. I had a little bit of a pullback today, but it's still way up. Hey, when you got Mark Cuban and Elon Musk tweeting every other day about it, you know what? It's
I got
whether you like them or you hate them, whether you think that they're brilliant or not. That seems to be their coin of choice to to shout out and really pump it. So
Yes.
hey, ride the train, I guess. For me, today was all about Chainlink. It was all about a lot of projects, but Chainlink finally, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for it, and I knew it was coming. And today, finally, it broke out, and I don't even know where it's at right now, but it was up by a pretty healthy margin. Let me see where.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I knew it went over $40 today. Yeah, it's about $41 right now. So it was having a big day. I know VeChain was also having a big day. Filecoin's starting to move a little bit. So interestingly enough, and that's what I want to talk about a little bit on here. Guys, we always talk about buying the dip and not FOMOing and stuff like that. And for anybody that doesn't know what that means, FOMO is basically fear of missing out. It happens all the time where you see a project like, let's say, Doge, where if Jordan wasn't already invested in Doge, he would have, he would have been in trouble basically, because what happens with a lot of people is they see that huge price increase, that 800% price increase, because Doge went on an 800% price increase a couple months ago, and yesterday it was up like 80% or some crazy number. People see that though, and they get really excited, and guess what they do? They invest in it at the wrong time when it's pumping and it's at an all-time high. And what you don't want is, you don't want to have that. So you want to do like what Jordan did and buy it before it gets to that point. So yesterday, interestingly enough, there was a few projects that I actually bought even on a very, very bullish day when the whole market was up. I bought more Filecoin yesterday, because out of all the top 20 projects out there, the only one that wasn't up, at least at the time, the only one that was not up by a significant margin was Filecoin. It was actually down, so I bought it. Same thing with Aave. Aave has fallen out of the top 20. It's still a great project. It's going to be right there. But that was down like 5 or 6% again yesterday. So I bought more of that too, so, right. And then outside of the top 20, 25, I bought more of synthetics in the graph. Cause again, both of those are, they were both down about 5 or 6%, I think, something like that yesterday. But they haven't broken out. And the reason that I bought all of those was specifically for what was coming today and is going to be coming, in the future weeks. Coinbase had their IPO today. Okay. So I knew that was going to get a lot of interest. I knew that, any project that is trading on Coinbase is, at least in my opinion, inevitably going to get some kind of a pump from that, whether that's today, tomorrow, or 3 weeks from now. The fact that it's on Coinbase, it makes it easier than ever for people to get into crypto, because Coinbase is really simple to be able to use. But this brings it even more mainstream. Anybody that didn't know what Coinbase was, now they do. I stopped down at the store this morning, and I had to meet with our bookkeeper. And just while I was down there, there was 3 different sales reps down there, and I talked to all 3 of them about Bitcoin. It was one of those things. They knew that I was investing in it, but they didn't know a whole lot about it. They know what Coinbase is though. And so we talked about that a little bit, and, it's coming, guys, people are hearing about it. A lot of people hearing about it for the first time, but they start getting interested when they see the potential of it.
Yeah. The one thing now, I don't know for sure. I haven't looked at the actual IPO. What did you say? How much the IPO was for Coinbase?
It was supposed to start at, I think it was $250, but it actually ended up being like right around 400. I think it was like 399 or something. I think it ended the day at like 340, but I think at the height it was like 399 or something like that.
That's insane.
I actually didn't invest in it personally. Just because I don't really invest in stocks.
But that's a high IPO. But like you said, if anything, it's just going to get the name out there more. It's going to become more ubiquitous as time goes on, which is good.
Rather than investing in the IPO, I invested in like literally every project pretty much on Coinbase, because they're all going to get a pump. And then guess who's next after Coinbase, at least in my opinion? Anything that's on Gemini, anything that's on both of those, because the Winklevoss twins are so similar. And that's the other reason that I love Filecoin. For anybody that doesn't know, the Winklevoss twins are supportive of Filecoin. Anything they touch in the crypto space turns to gold. So, I think it's one of those things that, that for me, that was what I wanted to focus on. Was I'm just going to buy up anything that's on Coinbase and Gemini, because I think Gemini could potentially be in the future going the Coinbase route and looking to have an initial public offering as well. Everything that they do is all geared towards regulation and making sure that they are fully compliant with everything. Let's see. Bart says he made quite a bit on UBX. Yes, we are going to do a full dedicated video to UBX coming up there, Bart. A lot of people have been asking about it and everything, and that was a really, really good pick for one of the low cap altcoins. So we're definitely going to be doing a full video about that. He says Doge is pumping. He made look at that. He made almost $1,500 today on Doge. Good for you. That is awesome. Hey, yeah. only in crypto, right? You know what? That's the beauty of this whole thing. You know what, guys? I'm telling you, there's going to be so many people that make a just crazy amount of money. Like, this isn't even the best part of the market. You know, the summer is going to be good. Fall time, as we get closer and closer to the end of the cycle, things go parabolic. It's going to be nuts. Yep. Bart says, keep an eye on IOST. Man, that's an OG project right there. That had to have come out probably like January of 2018, December of 2017, somewhere in there. IOST's been around for a while. I've always looked into it. I have never invested in IOST, but I've looked into it many, many times. So, yeah, good call, Bart. I know it was having a big day today, and I've looked into it so many different times, and I never ended up, putting in an order for it, but might have to. Jordan says he has Gemini and he loves it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Gemini. I like Gemini. It's simple to use. I mean, guys, that's the thing. Those ones are simple to use. If you get into some of the other ones that are maybe a little bit tougher, they're not hard to use. I mean, KuCoin's easy to use. Binance is easy enough to use once you get used to it. But it's that initial part of it. If you're brand new to it and you've never done it, Coinbase and Gemini are going to be the two simplest ones to be able to get into. And they have a lot of the best projects that are on there. He has his own ETF on Coinbase with over 30,000 different coins.
It's a big boy move.
Tam says she has us on her smart TV, but not sure how I can do comments in YouTube via the TV.
I don't know.
That's definitely above my technological capability right there.
Yeah, don't ask us. It's like two monkeys on that one. I don't know if we'd be able to figure it out. So.
Instead of Coinbase stock, I bought my 4-year-old son 1 ETH today. It's a solid investment right there.
That's a good dad right there.
That's right. Starting them young.
That's actually a smart thing to do because I just think you're going to find as time goes on. I think Coinbase was smart doing an IPO because it's going to give them a huge cash influx, which in turn will get more people to know about it, but also just having the stock out there, like you said, for people like our sales reps who are a bunch of old guys who normally trade stocks. Like those are the kind of guys that they are. They have stocks and they have investments. 6 months ago, probably had no freaking clue anything about. They knew Bitcoin because you hear it, like, but no one really. A lot of people don't know what Bitcoin is, and now I think they at least look into it, and there's a lot more knowledge out there. And I think I don't know. I think within a couple of years, you're going to find more people trading. I think you're going to find because of the ease of it, I think you're going to find more people trading crypto than you will stocks. I really do.
So, I think absolutely. And so, Vicky that works at the furniture stores for us. Anybody that doesn't know, our dad owns furniture stores, and Dan and I both work there. Vicky, one of our employees, I was talking to her actually today about Bitcoin, and Vicky is definitely not tech savvy or anything like that and had no idea what Bitcoin was. But I started telling her about it and, the potential for it and all the gains and everything. So she was asking me earlier, she's like, do you think I should have Kevin, who is the financial advisor for all of, the retirement funds and stuff like that? Do you think I should tell Kevin that I want to have him invest, a couple $1,000s into this Bitcoin stuff? And I laughed. I'm like, Vicky, I would almost guarantee Kevin either A, doesn't know what Bitcoin is, or if he does, I said, he's going to tell you, no, it's too risky. It's this, it's that. And there's no way he's going to want you to do it. So
crypto is a new wave coming in, and people that are set in their ways, like most financial advisors, especially the one we have who is, he's probably 70 now. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be advising people to do it because to them, they much prefer you make your safe 3 to 6% a year.
He's a dinosaur.
Sexy. Yep, nothing sexy, just slow gains. I just think this is more fun, honestly. Get to live a little bit.
That's right. Well, you know what? So the Dogecoin video that I put out today, I talked in there a lot about how Mark Cuban has been talking about Doge a lot lately, and he basically said, "Hey, look, it's safer than it has no intrinsic value. It's not a coin. If you're looking for a great use case, which typically that's what I look for, Doge isn't going to have that. I mean, it's a meme coin, it's a joke, but it's safer than a lotto ticket. I mean, your chances of that pumping are much, much better than buying a lotto ticket." And he just said, he's like, you can buy a ton of it for a little bit of money, and you're going to get the most bang for your buck with that crypto over anything else because of the backstory with it and just how much extra hype it gets from guys like him and Elon Musk and people that tweet about it, and then you just watch it go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tam says she's commenting on Facebook using her phone instead. Hey, no problem. Doesn't matter where you're watching it at, Tam. We appreciate it.
What I don't get though, not to go on a little soapbox rant here, but how come Facebook we can't when they want to comment on Facebook, YouTube doesn't show on the YouTube app. It only shows up on it's just that's silly to me. Like I don't get why. I get why because one's Facebook and one's owned by Google, but it's just kind of annoying that they don't just allow that. But and YouTube, yeah, I don't think you can through your TV, Tam. I was just looking it up when Kyle was talking, and I don't think that's something you can do, unfortunately, anyway. So you know what, YouTube, you just lost out. You gotta get on with the times here. Anyway, rant over.
Derek is here. All right, so he has both Coinbase and Gemini, but can't figure out how to trade the newer, smaller, more altcoins. A lot of them, depending on which ones you go into, Derek, most of them are available on like Uniswap or other platforms like that. You might be able to find some of the super low cap altcoins on like Binance or KuCoin or exchange like that, but probably vast majority of them are going to be something where Uniswap will kind of be one of the best options for that. And actually, being that Derek is here, Derek, give us an update if you have it in front of you. If not, that's okay, because I know you're out in Vegas right now. But if you have it in front of you, let us know who's winning the crypto fantasy league right now.
Yep.
Everybody wants to know. Well, actually, I should ask, did you give him what the trades were?
Oh my God, I don't think I did. I forgot he wasn't on the other night. I'll send it to him. So my apologies, peeps. I kind of forgot that Derek wasn't even on. So I do have him on my phone. So I'll send it to you tomorrow, Derek. So
yeah, he says he can find them, just not how to trade them.
So I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, Kyle, you're much more versed in like the altcoins and stuff. When you go to a certain like a pancake swap or Uniswap, you have to trade it into another form of, so like you have to buy Bitcoin first and then use like those swapping ones like a Uniswap and swap it into that coin, right? And then if you want to cash out, you can't just directly cash out of it. You have to cash it out into Bitcoin, and then you can, if you want to cash out, correct?
Yeah, and typically, guys, the easiest place to be, and this is what makes, in my opinion, not only the ease of Coinbase, because you don't have all the charts, you don't have all the candles and stuff like that, and people get overwhelmed by that when they see it. Like, perfect example, I was helping Dad get set up on KuCoin a couple weeks ago, and the first time you look at it, because I remember the same thing, like the first time you look at it, it looks super confusing. And then once you start looking at it, they have the order book, and then you can kind of look and see, okay, this is what it's trading for. Here's all the different trades that people have submitted that haven't been filled yet. And you can kind of go down through and see, okay, this is what the actual trading price for it is right here. So if I'm looking to sell this and I want to sell it quick, I might want to change the numbers a little bit so that people are able to buy it from me a little bit cheaper than somebody else, just so that it'll fill my order really, really quick. And you can add in things like stop losses and stuff like that, so that you don't get, you don't get wrecked on any trades. But it looks super complicated. But once you start actually like learning how to use it, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty simple. The toughest thing though on a lot of those, and this is where, and same thing like with Uniswap or anything like that, this is where Coinbase, at least in my opinion, really shines, is not only because it's easy, but it's the easiest way to withdraw your crypto, or Gemini would be the other one. They're the easiest ones to withdraw your crypto back into your bank account if that's what you're looking to do, or to put it into USD rate on their exchange, whatever it is that you want to do. It's the easiest place to be able to do it. It's literally the click of a button and you're good to go. Or PayPal is pretty simple that way too. But the thing I hate with PayPal is they got into doing crypto and they're going to start allowing merchants to accept crypto, but they only allow you to purchase 4 different cryptos. You can only get Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Bitcoin Cash. The only thing you can do on there with your crypto currently is you can buy more, or you can sell it, or you can hold it in there if you want to. But like, they don't have the ability to be able to even trade them back and forth or anything. Like if Bitcoin's on a big run and then you look at it and say, oh, perfect. Like on Coinbase, you can literally just say, you know what, I'm going to take, let's just say $100. I'm going to take $100 worth of Bitcoin because it's way up today and I made a lot of money on it. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to trade it into something that's down right now and really make, you know, a nice trade right there, make good profit on it and put it into something else where I've got more buying power to get more of that. On PayPal, you literally would have to sell your Bitcoin back into your PayPal wallet and then buy back in on Ethereum or whatever it is that you want to. It's a pain in the ass. Like come on, make it your PayPal. Like this should be a piece of cake.
And I think you'll find by this time next year, I think you'll find it will be. I think it's. I mean, if you asked me 4 years ago if someone like PayPal or Tesla or any of these companies would actually use Bitcoin or any kind of crypto you could use to buy, I would have said you're crazy. Mm-hmm. Because Kyle and I started investing 4 years ago in it, and we kind of did it more as like a riding the wave because it was just super popular. It was pumping, but it wasn't something I honestly thought would ever really take off. I thought it'd always be, and it still is for a lot of people considered just a joke. But you're finding it slowly turning the tide. A lot of people are realizing it's legitimate. It's here to stay now, and I think that's what's going to change. I think you're going to find. Within a year or two, I think you're going to find it's just ease of use. But you go online anywhere, you'll be able to buy something with crypto.
Yes.
How many of them is going to be the real question, but yeah, for sure.
Jordan says Cash App. I can't stand PayPal. Yeah, Cash App may be the easiest, even more so than PayPal. It may be the easiest way to get into crypto fast. Okay, so like if you're looking to basically start today and you don't know where else to go to, just go right to Cash App and you can get it. But I think on Cash App, and I've never actually personally purchased on Cash App. I have through PayPal because I had money sitting in my PayPal account. So I definitely have used PayPal many times to just buy extra Bitcoin and stuff like that if the money's already in there. But for Cash App, I think you can only get Bitcoin through them. I could be wrong, so let me know if I am, but I think you can only get Bitcoin currently.
I got my Cash App right here. I believe you're right.
John says he thinks he thought Dan had mentioned CoinStats was good to manage and track your crypto portfolio in one place. Is that correct? Yes. So actually, let me screen share with you. I just pulled up a couple different options for you here, John.
Yeah, so Cash App is Bitcoin only currently.
Mm-hmm. So I was pretty sure it was. All right, here we go. Let me pull that down for a second. All right, so this is CoinStats right here, John, and they do have a phone app as well. You can do light or dark mode. I don't know. I think the dark mode looks so cool. So that's what I always do with mine. But basically, you can go on here and you can do API connections with any exchange that you're using, and every exchange will have that availability. If you're using Binance, KuCoin, Gemini, Coinbase, doesn't matter who you're using for it. You can create an API connection, which essentially all that means is all of the data, every trade that you do, the pricing info that you bought the coin at, the pricing info where it's at now, everything gets automatically transferred into CoinStats, so that instead of having to check 5 different exchanges to see like what your overall portfolio is, everything's just showing up. You still have them in their separate wallets if that's what you're doing with it, but the overall portfolio is all going to show up in one app, so you can see the total value of your crypto right on your screen anytime that you want to. And then what's really cool with CoinStats is they'll track, not only from a 24-hour standpoint on the project itself, but also what your holdings in it are. They'll have a heat map where you can actually see percentages of your portfolio, like, hey, 20% of your portfolio right now is Bitcoin, and then 20% is Ethereum, and 10% is this. So you can kind of go through there and see, like, all right, I only have 20% in Bitcoin. Maybe I want to raise that just a little bit. Maybe I need to buy a little bit more Bitcoin because I don't feel that I have enough. So and then they'll give you notifications. You can turn on notifications, so it'll ding through on your phone anything that you are wanting it to track for you and let you know. So another really good one is Delta. They don't have a website. This is all based on an app. But the cool thing with Delta too is if you do have stock accounts, this is actually the app that Dad is using right now because he has stocks and crypto. You can track both of them on this app, which is pretty cool. So that you can have them separate, or you can pull them all together, and you can see right on there they've got crypto and then they've got stocks right there. So you can view them separately, or you can look at your total portfolio, everything that you have, and it'll break it down for you. Like, hey, you have this much in crypto, this much in stocks, and here's your total amount. And then Blockfolio is another option for it. I mean, there's so many different options out there, but Blockfolio is another one where, again, it's all API connection, and you can track everything right on there. But then you can also buy, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and more using their app as well. Yeah, he says he loves Delta. Delta is a really good app. I've been using CoinStats lately, just because there was one or two exchanges that I used that I could not get Delta to sync up with, and I just didn't have the time to go through and like manually input everything into it. Whereas CoinStats had all of that, and I wanted to give it a try. But I've really enjoyed that one too. So the first two, CoinStats or Delta, highly recommend either one of them. And Blockfolio is good too. I know a lot of people that use Blockfolio. Coinbase, eToro, Webull, and Coinbase are the best and most trustworthy for mainstream retail investor. Robinhood is the most user-friendly. I would agree with that. I've never bought crypto on Robinhood. I know that you can, but I've got it downloaded. I've got an account. I just never have used it. But I do know that it is supposed to be very user friendly.
I've done Robinhood for stocks, but never for crypto.
Look at that. Only approximately 3% of the world owns crypto right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine, guys. Just imagine where this is going.
Yeah, and we actually came out and claims that 10% of the U.S. So I don't know. We have like 300 million people, so probably around 30 million people own crypto in the U.S. Now 3% around the world. That sounds pretty accurate. And like you said, imagine if it pumps.
Well, and a lot of these projects are actually geared towards the unbanked, trying to bank the unbanked, because as crazy as it sounds and as sad as it sounds, guys, there are billions of people around the world that don't have access to banks or a banking system. Third world countries, anything like that, they don't have access to that. A lot of these projects are geared towards giving them, for the first time in their life, an option to have a bank-like atmosphere, or a way to be able to transfer money, a way to be able to do something with their money. And so that's going to be really interesting once they start reaching those countries and those people, the amount of people that start to come into it, and we talked about it a little bit the other night, but I'm still stuck on this Walmart rumor. I hope it's true. I mean, I really hope it's true, because I think if Walmart gets into Bitcoin, and that's the rumor, is Walmart is stacking Bitcoin right now. They're going to announce when they file their earnings reports, it's going to be announced that they have bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's the rumor. We're just speculating here, but if that happened, what would that do? What would that look like for crypto? Excuse me. I don't know that they would start accepting Bitcoin in the store just because the transaction times are a little bit too long for that right now. However, I could see where they start accepting crypto or they start accepting Bitcoin on like Walmart.com.
Right.
I could see that happening. Maybe they start offering discounts for customers that pay in Bitcoin. And if that's the case, every person out there, even if they have no idea what Bitcoin is, they're going to go get their hands on some because they can save 10% on their entire purchase. And then I think after that, it's only a matter of time before Amazon, Apple, I mean, all these other huge companies follow suit because they start to see, okay, Grayscale's in it, MicroStrategy's in it, PayPal's in it, Tesla's in it, now Walmart's in it. Like, okay, we're missing the boat here. We gotta, and Target. I would think if Walmart does it, Target's not going to be far behind, and Target may already be doing the same thing.
As you say, I'm actually surprised Target hasn't jumped the gun sooner, just because they're a little more progressive, I would say, than Walmart. Although Walmart's got much deeper pockets. So, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. I think if Walmart does come out in May and say that, I think it's gonna be a domino effect, because it's gonna be if they do, I mean, it's a trendsetter. You have to, if you're Amazon, because Walmart's quickly becoming number 2 online retailer, and they kind of came out of nowhere because a couple of years ago Walmart didn't have anything online.
Yeah.
And they weren't even in the top 100 online, and all of a sudden Amazon's eyeing them right now. And if Walmart really does make this jump, I think you're going to see Amazon, like you said, and all these other companies all of a sudden start gobbling up Bitcoin.
I would have to believe so. I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's when. I think it's it's coming, and good things are coming to everybody that's investing into crypto. I really do believe that. Guys, hold on until between, I would say, Halloween and Thanksgiving, somewhere in between there. That's going to be like the absolute peak of it. And, we're going to keep you posted on what we're doing. I'll let you know kind of what my strategy is for it and everything right now. Just in a hold pattern and trying to buy the dip. You know what? Anytime, like I said yesterday, I was still buying yesterday. The whole market was on a tear, and you're just looking for those undervalued ones. Another one, and I talked about it on, I think it was on Mondays. And we made a video about it yesterday, was Dent. Personally, I love Dent. I think it's a great project. It's had a huge fall from where it was because it had such a massive run up, and that's the perfect time to buy it. It had a huge run up, and now it's on like a 40-45% dip over the last like week and a half. That's the perfect time to, if you miss the boat the first time, you don't want to buy it on the way up. You want to wait until the rest of the market is like, super bearish on that. Cause now, everybody's like, oh, Dent's terrible. Dent's this, Dent's that. Well, nothing changed in that week and a half or 2 weeks. It's still a great project. The price tag, because the market just can't continue to keep running without any type of a pullback. People are going to take profits. And when they do, that price is going to dump back down. Guess what? The people that just took the profits at the top, they want it to tank way back down so that they can go back in and buy it all back up at a much cheaper price with a lot more buying power. So that's the thing is, guys, don't get fooled by, these huge price spikes and then the dump. And when, all the people that are saying, oh, this project's terrible, this project's that, if it's got a good use case, chances are the people that were the ones that sold it, they're the ones that want you to be thinking that it's a terrible project. So you just let it keep dropping lower and lower.
Exactly.
Well, anything else that you can think of there, Dan?
I don't think so. I think that covers it. And that's going to be next Monday is the Crypto Fantasy League Finals, and we'll talk about that.
That's right. We got to talk about. Let me get Bondley up. Hold on 2 seconds here.
You pulled up. Yeah. So Monday, guys, we're going to be as the final day for the second annual Crypto Fantasy League, and I think this time we had 13 or 14 people. So I'm excited about that. It's growing each time we're doing it, and we'll start another one as well. So.
All right, let me share it. And thank you for saying that there, Luis, because I would have forgotten about that. I can't believe I almost forgot about it because I actually want to I want to make a video about Bondly. It actually may be on an upcoming NFT video that we're doing because I personally really like it. So let me pull up my screen here. Perfect. So, guys, anybody that's looking and has money laying on the side and you're looking for a project, it's not professional advice, but this might be something worth taking a look at. I mean, look at that market cap, 46 million. It's not that high. This is not. I mean, it's not like a super low cap one, but it's still not a super high one either. And I do like this project. I think there's a lot of potential with it of where it could go. It's something newer. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that, what's his name? Jake Paul or there's two brothers, isn't there? Jake Paul and what's that?
Logan.
Yes. I think this was the platform that they were using to create their NFTs because I know that they're big into NFTs. That actually might be them right there because they're big into boxing now too. But yeah, guys, it's an NFT platform. NFTs right now, along with DeFi, are the hottest thing going in crypto. Obviously, make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure that you research the project a little bit. I'm a fan of this one because, look, they don't have to be the best in the NFT space. As this continues to keep heating up and the market continues to get hotter, there's other NFT projects out there. Engine comes to mind. They're going to get a little bit too rich for people's blood that they don't want to spend. They don't want to buy into them, even though they're not that expensive of a project. But the market cap gets so high that they're not going to see the potential for gains as they would in something like this. Wax is another great project for NFTs, and we're going to do an update video on Wax because that had been a really popular video that we did as well. But I would definitely, if it was me, I would take a look at it and excuse me, and see, because I do think that this is a great project, and it's one that's been on my radar for a little while, mainly because of the NFT craze going on right now.
Yep.
Let's pull up real quick here so everybody can see where you can get that at as well. Come on. There we go. So as always, Uniswap ends up kind of being the the leader with it, and that's what you kind of have to expect with a lot of the lower cap ones. Anything that's like sub 50 million, sub 100 million, excuse me, market cap. Chances are that's probably what you're going to get is you're going to have to buy it on Uniswap, which that's okay.
Yep. So Luis wants to know how we get in the league. So Luis, just be on next Monday, and you get 5 picks for, it can be any cryptos, any of them on CoinMarketCap. So you got thousands and thousands of options. You get to pick 5 of them. We put 200 theoretical dollars on each one, and then we calculate from start to finish how much you end with.
Yep.
Last time we checked, who was in the lead?
It was John. I think John was in the lead. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, John was in second. I thought there was one. I can't remember.
I'd have to go back and take a look. I can't remember now. It was John and Tam was in first.
Yes.
Yep.
Which, by the way, Tam, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping to see you on Batman Trivia earlier.
That's right.
Hoping you're there on Monday.
Yeah. Speaking of trivia, too, guys, we're gonna start doing a crypto trivia night every week as well. So that'll be starting either probably next week or the following week. We're gonna do a crypto trivia night. Winner will get something for free. We haven't even decided what it is yet. Maybe we'll have a really cool t-shirt design or something like that, and the winner each week will get a t-shirt that we'll send right out to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, guys, I think that's a wrap right there. I think that's everything that we kind of wanted to go over. Make sure you're here Monday. We'll get the final results for the Crypto League. We'll announce the winner, and then we'll get a new one started.
All right. Thank you, guys.